Hi everyone, Sean Lougheed from Local 657 and a member of the bargaining team. Despite nearly 30 days of bargaining, 4 days of conciliation, a historic strike mandate, and 3 days of mediation, the College Employer Council is maintaining concessions, all while manufacturing a crisis that threatens cuts to frontline workers. To make the most of our upcoming mediation on January 6th and 7th, we have requested a no board report. Without the urgency of labor action, this employer will not move off proposed contract language that will erode our working conditions, our job security, and the overall quality of education. We also filed an unfair labor practice complaint in response to the CEC bargaining in bad faith. Despite repeated unmet requests for appropriate disclosure in response to federal and provincial decisions, the CEC and the colleges have begun implementing imposed terms and conditions that negatively impact our work. They also continue to restate inflated costs of our proposals, while our own costings are a fraction of what they claim. Our analysis of their work suggests that they have dramatically inflated this number, including costs which are not even part of our proposals. Right now, the CEC is using the crisis imposed on us by chronic provincial underfunding and federal immigration decisions to try and two-tier workload, to change the definition of teaching, to enable year-round operations without protections, and to package monetary well below the rising price of food, all while raking in historic surpluses for more than a decade and hiring administrators at a ratio 3 times higher than full-time faculty. In contrast to CEC rhetoric, we all know workload is more than standing in front of a whiteboard. Preparing classes, evaluation and feedback, out-of-class assistance, and more are all part of the job to bring teaching to life. Right now, more than 10% of faculty work in excess of 44 hours a week, meaning the current overtime alone would amount to 700 new faculty. Instead, we know the colleges are relying on precarious workers and on average skimming over $24,000 free labor from each member because our workload formulas haven't been updated in 40 years. As you well know, none of this serves students' learning conditions well. Members' priorities are clear: no concessions, better wages, job security, and no more free labor. Let's use the recommendations of the Workload Task Force to update workload properly. If the CEC remains committed to a solution without interrupting student learning, they need to come to the table showing movement, not attempting to sow fear and division through their rhetoric to drive austere concessions on frontline workers, the last people responsible for the situation some colleges find themselves in now. We are the ones training Ontario's future, preparing graduates for meaningful careers in communities across this province. And at this juncture, we're the organized labor willing and able to stand up to this employer and compel meaningful movement at the table. Now's the time to be in touch with your local, find out what's happening on the ground at your college, and support your colleagues and students. Solidarity, everyone. We are stronger together.